Unibet, det enda spelbolag som tar min sport på allvar.
Pole for Kimura.se. We're standing here with Ryan Couture, who's making his debut against Ross Pearson. I'm sorry. How does it feel to be in Sweden?
Feels great. I haven't got to see too much of Stockholm yet, but so far I love it. It's a beautiful city.
And what do you know about your opponent, Ross?
Ross is a tough guy. I've been watching him fight for years. Very heavy hands, solid boxing, and is dangerous. So I'm going to have to bring my A game if I'm going to come in and get the upset.
How does it feel to make your UFC debut?
I'm really excited about it. I feel like my last several fights with Strikeforce have been a great progression. I've been building and fighting tougher and tougher guys, and I feel like it's the perfect time for me to make the transition over into the big show, and couldn't be happier with yet another really tough opponent in Ross, and I'm just really looking forward to showing the world what I can do.
I got to ask you about your dad, of course. Randy Couture is a big legend in the UFC, a Hall of Famer. How does it feel to have grown up within the UFC like you have done?
It was really cool to kind of have that perspective of watching his career progress and unfold, and watching, not only him, kind of blow up and get mainstream popularity, but as the sport did it at the same time was really a unique thing for me to get to see, and I think gave me a little different perspective and insight into the industry than a lot of guys have.
How has he inspired you to be a fighter?
He just set such a fantastic example with his work ethic and with how he conducts himself, and how he treats people, and I think his whole approach to the game is as good as you could aspire to be. So getting to see how he did things and having him to draw experience from and to ask questions, and it has been a huge help for me to get to this point in my career.
When did you first start out with MMA?
I started training about 7 years ago. I graduated college and was looking for a way to stay in shape, and obviously was a fan of the sport from watching Dad fight, so wandered into a jiu-jitsu gym and started learning some submissions, and then from there just sort of got more and more into it until finally was ready to have my first amateur fight, and then I did that in 2008, and as soon as I had that first taste of competition, I was hooked.
Because you're 30 now, how long have you been doing professional MMA?
I just turned professional in 2010, so only a couple of years now as a pro, but I feel like I still have plenty of years left in me. I haven't been too hard on my body up to this point, so I'm looking forward to doing this for a long time.
And since your dad, when did he quit? Was 44 or 45 when he stopped?
I believe he was 44, but I'm not sure. I'm drawing a blank now. I had to have been older than that. He was 47, because he's just about to turn 50, and it was only a little over 2 years ago that he quit, so.
So you do at least have 17 years left to go.
I wouldn't go that far. I don't think I want to be doing it that late, but I got at least a good 5 to 7, I think, left in me.
So how does it feel? Because you are actually the first second-generation fighter, right?
Yeah. People keep telling me that. I hadn't really thought a lot about it, but it's exciting. I'm just looking to go out and do what I do. This is the sport that I love, and to get to compete on the biggest stage in the world is really exciting for me. So, focus more on that and on the chance to go out and perform and show people what I can do.
So is wrestling a big strength of yours also?
Not near as good as his. I wish that I had that to draw on. I'm more comfortable on the ground. My submission game is probably my strongest point, but I can wrestle too, and I've worked really hard to be good at everything. I think no matter where the fight takes place, I'm going to be ready to show off some skills.
So what can we expect from you this Saturday?
Obviously Ross is dangerous standing, so I'd like to get the fight to the ground. So look for me to find my opportunity to close the distance and force a grappling match and choke him out.
Awesome. We're looking forward to it. Thank you, Ryan.
Thank you. Thank you. It's nice to meet you.
Unibet, det enda spelbolag som tar min sport på allvar.